What we're doing here for mental health, something we should have done 10, 15, 20 years ago.
The way we're going to address the issue is by stop marginalizing those individuals with any mental health illness and making sure that we treat mental health as we do any other disease.
First of all, I want to just thank all the military men and women for their service and the veterans that are here. Really do appreciate all your hard work and making sure that you protect our liberties and freedoms. And this is why it's really an honor for me to stand before you and before this chamber presenting this bill.
Senate Bill 440 is an attempt to make sure that Florida becomes the most veteran-friendly state in the union.
This provision gives the Office of Financial Regulation more tools to fight fraud. It really came from a bunch of instructional personnel from across the states who understand, and like us, that we over-test our children.
The purpose at the end of the day is to make sure we make it easier for those relatives who take on children who from abused or neglected families to start receiving financial assistance.
This is an attempt to try to limit those that can carry in the classroom. This bill seeks to put financial pressures on the brutal Maduro regime in Venezuela, where Florida may have an influence after July 1st, 2018. There is no reason why any child in the state of Florida should go without health care.
To help our veterans, it exempts them from the local business tax in order to help them grow their own businesses.
The most important part of this legislation is the fact that we can provide home and community-based care to our veterans.
My biggest fear is that sometimes some of these women, after going through such atrocities, that they can be used as pawns in lawsuits again. And that's what scares me. Please give us a commitment that we'll try to work to make sure that whatever settlements may come, whatever may come in the future, lawsuits are filed, whatever it is, that the women are put first.
We talk about consumer protection. This is consumer protection. We want to make sure that the consumer is protected. Take individuals out of the shadows. Take them out of the darkness and into the light. And how do you do that? By providing this treatment. We want to make sure we don't penalize those schools that harden their facilities against the cost per student station cap. What can we do? How can we make it better? If it's something that I believe that is not all that great, well, what can I do to make it a little bit better, a little bit more palatable? We owe it to Pulse. We owe it to Fort Lauderdale, and we owe it to Parkland and to the millions of the state of Florida that will benefit from early detection and early identification and early treatment of mental health disorders.
We keep on excluding the pharmacist every day more and more and more and more. And I think it does a disservice not only to the patient, but to the system in whole.
To let the people of the state of Florida know that we have listened to them. And we're doing our part, at least I'm doing my part, to try to make this better. This bill will do so much to make sure that we protect and care for those that have given it all to protect our liberties and freedoms. Government should be the voice for the voiceless. We should always remember who we're fighting for.